The information in this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Consult your healthcare provider for proper care regarding your specific situation.
Hi, welcome to episode 23, Rattled Nurses Podcast. We have a very special guest with us today.
I wouldn't know.
This
special.
Yeah. This is Alicia.
She's real special.
This is true.
This is Alicia. She's one of our core charge nurses on the day shift.
I am. Thank you so much for having me.
This is my work wife. I think we've talked about her a couple times without dropping names prior, but yeah, we've told a couple stories. So, but we try not to use names unless they come to the podcast or like they consent. So, you know.
Well, you have my permission to talk about me anytime you need to.
All right, done.
Okay, I'm sure that I will bring...
Exciting things happen when Alicia's around.
They do. I bring all kinds of joy and excitement everywhere I go.
Are those the words we're using for it?
Yeah.
Joy and excitement?
Yes.
Okay.
Rainbows and sparkles. How about that?
True. This is true.
Unicorns.
Sounds good. The unicorns.
Okay. We're clear now. We understand.
Okay, so I know that today we're going to talk about what it truly takes to be like a mom, baby, postpartum couplet care nurse, because we just want to make it clear that the job is not just holding babies the entire shift. God, I wish it was.
Right.
But it is not.
We do enjoy that part.
We do enjoy that part, but do we get to do it that often? No.
It's a little fraction.
Just the tiniest bit. So we're going to talk about kind of what it takes to do this job.
Yes.
But first, a joke.
As always.
Go ahead.
So, how do you talk to a giant?
We don't know.
You use big words. It is stupid, I know.
Yes, the dad jokes are the best.
They are.
I love a good dad joke.
This one's not really a dad joke, but it's like talking about how, yes, birth is traumatic. After I was born, I couldn't like walk for a year and I couldn't talk for like 2 years. So there's so much trauma that goes in.
That's pretty bad if you didn't talk for 2 years. You haven't shut up since.
I didn't have to make up for it.
I call bull crap.
They were like, no, we're bad.
All
about
right.
that.
So, back to a little fun game that we tested out a few weeks ago. We're going to do 1 truth and 2 lies. So, I'm going to read these.
Okay.
And y'all have to guess. They haven't seen these.
No, I don't.
No.
And they're going to tell me which one they think
They're
is
like news articles.
real.
Okay.
First story. Hospital ER placed on lockdown after therapy duck escapes and bites 3 people in the groin. The duck named Feathers McQuack was reportedly aggressively protective of a psych patient and refused to be taken alive. Okay. Second story. UK hospital evacuated after someone microwaved fish in the staff lounge.
Oh, we do have that often.
The stench was so overwhelming that it triggered the fire suppression system and hazmat was called.
Oh, my.
The fish was later identified as a mystery fillet. Oh, God.
What was so mysterious?
And I'm betting there was probably some broccoli with it.
Right.
Yes.
Chilean sea bass with broccoli.
And third story, delivery room chaos as grandma live streams the entire birth on Facebook by accident. Footage includes her saying, "I think this is the button for the flashlight. Oh, dear God." Video hits 2.7 million views before it's taken down. Which one is the true story?
I have to say the grandma.
I'm thinking the duck.
I also was thinking the duck, but I have to go with the grandma.
You are both, in fact, wrong.
It was
No
the fish
way,
one?
The fish.
The UK hospital was evacuated after someone microwaved fish in the staff lounge. In 2022, a UK hospital had to evacuate part of the building when a staff member microwaved leftover fish that triggered the fire alarm system. The stench was so severe that it was mistaken for a chemical spill.
Oh my goodness, how old was the fish?
Exactly.
Where did it come from? I don't think we should be eating that fish.
No.
Hazmat was actually called. No one was injured, except maybe the dignity of whoever thought warming up mackerel was a good idea.
Oh no. You know, when our patients heat up their fish, sometimes we want to run.
It's that Chilean sea bass. Like when it
run
gets
for the-
reheated,
That's
it
terrible.
is rank.
This says the others, the attack duck, nope. Grandma's live stream, honestly, we're shocked this hasn't happened yet.
I'm very
I
shocked.
do too.
Yes.
Me too.
With the
That's
older
funny.
people and these cell phones
Yeah.
these days.
Where's the button? What's just the?
Yes, there have been some Facebook incidents that didn't leave people very happy.
No,
No.
that happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So this week we are going to talk about what it takes to be a mom baby nurse.
All right. I need to preface this by saying I came from med-surg background. So I was on med-surg for a few years. And when I moved to mom baby to transition into learning couplet care, I was also working on my bachelor's, my BSN. And they told me, one of our house supervisors at the time, he told me, oh, you're going to have so much time to study. Like, they don't really do that much over there. And, like, I swear to you, each shift, and I was night shift at this time, I don't think I ever sat down until, like, 11 p.m. or midnight to chart. Whereas on med-surg, I'd be sitting down charting by, like, 8 or 9 because you just pass your meds and it's systematic. But you never know how mom baby's going to go. But I was like, they just straight up lied to me, which I was like, okay. I took that with a grain of salt because I never believed a word out of his mouth anyway. But
Yeah.
that was my preface to mom baby. And I never forgot that because I was like, you turd, first of all. But
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to the whole rainbows and unicorns, that's what people think that we do all
Yeah,
day.
that's our
That's
side of the
what we have
hospital.
over there on the side of our place.
Yeah,
But, you know, it's not all about that. We do have devastating things that happen.
We do.
You know, we do have loss.
and
it
it's
hits
bad.
us.
It's bad when it happens. usually.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
The good is really good and the bad is
really,
really
bad.
bad.
That is
This
so
is
true.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, to be a mom baby nurse, you have to start out by being a nurse. So, you go to school for whether you get your associate or most places are preferring bachelor's. So at some point, you're likely going to have to bridge to a bachelor's.
Unless you're working in a clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the stipulation, and once I bridged over, they made me get my bachelor's in a few years. I was like, okay, sure. Anyway, so you go to school, the appropriate accredited nursing school, and then of course you take your NCLEX, state required, national required, but it's also state to state. So not every state acknowledges each other's NCLEX license.
Yeah,
So-
has to be a compact
Yeah,
state.
there's either a compact state, or if you're going somewhere like, I don't know, we're in Texas. We have compact with a lot of other states. If we were to decide to work in California, we're going to have to apply for a separate state. So we have to apply for a California license too. We don't have to take the test again, but we have to apply for that license. So depending on the state you're working in. We take the registry, and then if you can apply to be like to do a residency or something like that, if you wanted to get straight into mom baby nursing. Otherwise, it's not a particular field where like, yeah, come on, yeah, you're hired, no big deal. You don't have any experience, we'll teach you. You have to have some sort of substance background experience.
Yes.
A nurse is a nurse, is what a lot of people
That's
think, and that is so
not
far
true.
from the truth.
It's so not true.
It's so not
It's
true.
like, I mean, you wouldn't go to a neuro doctor for a bowel problem.
Correct.
You wouldn't go to a cardiac doctor, for a foot problem. So
Yeah.
it's same thing with nursing.
I'm a mom baby nurse. I'm not going to go work in the cath lab because I'll be like,
Yeah, don't come at me with your hard
I don't know what to
question.
do with
Yeah.
my hands. So that's not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, most fields have a specialty that requires training, and extra expertise. So I went from med surg, and then that kind of got me in the door. Now, when I got hired, it was, the hospital was doing transitioning into couplet care. So we had the postpartum nurses who dealt with the moms, and then we had the nursery nurses who dealt with the babies. And so they were combining those two at the time. So the postpartum nurses were learning nursery, the nursery nurses were learning postpartum. So I kind of got thrown into the midst of that, which was fine. I already had like an adult taking care of background, but I learned a lot from the nursery, like baby side, and I had to go through a couple new courses and everything like that. But there was a lot of stress going on at that time too.
Oh, that was such a stressful.
Yes, that's when that's when I came in, and everyone was stressed out. They were kind of revamping our building, trying to take the nursery away, turned it into the OBED, things like that. But
remodeling the whole floor,
yeah,
trying to do transition into couplet care.
yes, when I was actually going on to Orient for one of my first couple of days, I went up to Alicia because she was at the counter, and I was orienting on days. I think I was with one of our other day shift nurses, obviously. And I go, "Hey, I'm orienting today with you guys." She goes, "Oh."
Sarah loves to tell this story, and I really don't remember doing
I know,
that.
because it was so stressful, and I saw that. It's just a funny story, because like a lot of people at that time, when I had met a lot of people, everybody was so stressed out. So it was just like, oh great, another wrench in the problem. Like, we're already stressed, and now we have to orient this person. So I mean, at least I didn't have to learn Care Connect or anything like that. I had that down, but
yeah, and then we was getting a new manager at the time and having to learn her, and it was a
yeah, it was.
difficult time.
So I mean, it's just a funny intro.
Don't let me be the first one to greet you.
Well, I ran into the same kind of thing when I first started at our hospital. I was peds.
That's right.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
Yeah.
And if we didn't have any patients on peds, they'd have us, go to other units or whatever. Well, they told me to go over to Mom Baby and see if there's something that you can help with over there. And there was one of our nurses who's on night shift with me, who's actually a very good friend. But I come over there and I said, "Hey, the manager asked me to come over and see, what I could do for y'all." And she looked at me and she goes, "Why? What are you going to do for me?"
You're going to have to tell me who this was afterward.
Yes, I definitely want to know who this is.
I was like, okay, this is going to be fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only one.
No.
And I think it was probably during that stressful time.
It was.
I'm sure it was, because, we
Like
had peds.
2016.
Because didn't we have peds on those 4 in
It was
rooms,
fourth floor,
or-
yeah. The fourth.
Oh, was
floor
y'all
south.
over there still, or were you
At
over
that
with
moment.
us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
That
then we
was before we
transitioned.
moved over to where.
Yeah. And then we transitioned peds to our floor on top of antepartum, on
Before-
top
well,
of
that
Mom
was
Baby.
when
Oh, that's
knew
right.
that-
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So we had like
Because that was like
4
for a little
departments.
quick time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't very long at all.
No, and then peds went away.
Yeah. Wasn't that sustaining. I will say, when I was going to night shift, finally, I was following around Ripito. She's retired now. But I was following around Ripito, and when I said, "Hey, I'm Sarah, I'm here, I'm going to follow you tonight," she goes, "Don't follow me too closely.
Oh, Ripito.
I can't with you people on this floor. What happened to the sunshine and the rainbows?" Like,
It's not there.
but here I am, like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years later, still here.
Still here.
Still here.
Yeah.
And we're all friends.
Yeah,
We are.
obviously.
We are. We all love each other.
It's
That's
a
why we
very-
don't go anywhere.
No, it's a good group to be with. So if I'm going to be in the trenches and it's going to be a horrible shift, I'd rather it be with these people than somewhere I don't know.
Absolutely.
So.
Because we know we can do it.
Yep.
We know we have each other's back. And we're
Most
going to
of
make it
us.
through, most of us. And we're going to make it through 12 hours. 13 hours some days, 14 hours. But we're going to make it through it. Mm-hmm. We won't leave any man behind.
It's true.
Yep.
I will say Alicia's one of the more like, what is the word I'm thinking of? Like, not confrontational, but will definitely like fix an issue if need be.
Yeah.
And so, like, if there's something like an aggressive person going on, like an aggressive family member, Alicia's like, "I'm going to go kick him out." And I'm like, I got you. I'm right back.
You know, Sarah say, you got it? I got your back.
I follow
Just
you.
let me know.
Right there.
I'll follow
Let me
you.
know.
No, I got it. I'm good.
I just make it sure.
Yeah, no, they come to me. Alicia, we got a situation. Come handle it. All
I
right,
like
all right.
doing that too. That's what I'm saying. I'm always
Yes.
good for it.
Absolutely.
You want me to kick someone out? Great. Love it. All about
Yes.
it.
I go mama bear. You don't.
I
you
know.
Don't hurt my nurses.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, you're a nurse now, and you take your NCLEX in whatever state you're working, and then you want to work mom baby, also called couplet care, sometimes called postpartum, just depending.
Depending where you're at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some places also do LDRP too. Some of
Yes.
like even our sister hospitals, which is labor and delivery and recovery.
Yeah,
and postpartum.
we did that when I worked
Yeah.
at another. Yeah.
Yeah.
facility.
And then we go through other classes. We don't just do like, we have BLS, which is the basic life support. If you're labor and delivery, you do ACLS, which is a little higher level. But we also all have to do NRP,
Yes.
which is neonatal resuscitation
Resuscitation.
program. So yes, that's how we get, babies when they come in the critical moments, how to get them stabilized pretty quickly. And then I think most of us took a class called Stable.
Yes.
They made me take it in the transition, and I actually really, really liked it.
It's a very good class.
It is a very good class. And
It is.
I remember when I was starting and I was in that class, I was like, oh, this is so overwhelming. But now I look back and I'm like, this is information that I use on the regular. So,
Yes.
I mean, it was, what was it, like 6 or 8 hours of a class where we had to
It was
go.
over 2 days. There's a
Oh,
part 2 on the
the- oh,
second
the- oh,
day.
that's right.
It's
Okay.
mostly cardiac stuff.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it's babies, they're just so.
Oh.
You don't know what's going to happen with those little
They're
turds.
mysterious.
They are.
They are
You
mysterious.
have to use
It's
all
a
of
puzzle.
your clues to figure
Uh-huh.
out what's going on.
Yes, and it's not always like the moms, like we'll take care of moms and babies, which is a single couplet, a mom and a baby. But, usually once you get mom stabilized, her bleeding's under control, she's having a good time, she's trying to relax. It's the babies that we
Yeah.
really have to keep an eyeball on. Those are the hard ones.
Once they can't tell you how they're
They
feeling.
can't tell
Yeah,
you,
they can't
oh,
talk to you.
my blood sugar's getting low. Oh, I think I feel something weird. Like, no, they don't talk to you. So you
They'll-
don't know what's going on with them. They're like little puzzles. Like
They'll-
you,
Yes, they'll compensate and do what they need to do to hang on till they just can't.
till they
more,
can't
and then
anymore. Then they
just-
crash.
crash.
Yes. So it's not the moms necessarily. It's the babies that put us at like, okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, this is not good. Let's fix this. So, I mean, we could be going in and looking at a baby on the breast, seeing if it's breastfeeding. Okay, we're like, oh, that's a blue baby, so we're going to take that away right now.
Yes.
Like, okay, cool. Well, your baby didn't do so great, so we're going to go watch it for a minute. And meanwhile, that takes us away from the other 2 couplets that we have. And so sometimes we have to watch that baby for like a good hour. So just to make sure it's okay.
where our teamwork really
Yes.
comes in.
That's
Teamwork
what
really
it is,
comes
yeah.
in. Because
And
we don't
so-
have the transition nursery yet to
Yeah.
take care of those babies. So it relies on teamwork to get those babies stabilized and
Make
taken
sure
care
they're
of.
okay, yeah. And then you're on them like every hour. Like, you okay? You still pink?
Yeah.
You still pink? Okay, cool. Good.
Breathe.
You breathing? Okay, cool. So we have the stable class we take. That was actually founded late 1996?
Six,
Yeah. So that was a good class. They make us take that, and that kind of gives us the basic. The stable actually stands for, if you look it up, I think it's like stableprogram.org, but it's sugar, temperature, airway, blood pressure, lab work, and emotional support, which is the basic things, the basic puzzle pieces for caring for a baby that's not necessarily, something's going on.
Yes, and most time it's going to be their heart.
It usually is.
That's one thing you can
Yeah.
It is.
rely on there when
Yeah.
they turn blue. Oh,
Yep, cardiac.
there's your heart.
Cardiac. Let's see.
Certification.
And then,
I was going to say
Yes.
something, but I totally lost it.
okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so you also can get certifications. We have the RN maternal newborn nursing certification, which I don't have yet. You have yours, right, Dalayna?
I did, but it lapsed.
Okay.
I will be.
didn't
So
renew it,
I
but
know
have
we
had
just
it.
took a course, like a little preparatory
Uh-huh.
course on like some of the information. So we've been studying for that, so we can take that. So some of us have that certification, which
Yes.
it doesn't really give us any extra money. It's just like, hey, look, you're certified in the certified group. Congratulations, here's a jacket. But let's see. But we also float to other parts of the hospital. Not necessarily the core charges so much anymore. Like Dalayna and Alicia are core charges, so they pretty much, if they're there, they're pretty much going to charge unless they're there for a partial shift. But a lot of us, will float to different places. Like I float to NICU. She used to be antepartum.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I was NICU.
Yeah. So, because you did peds. So a lot of us, and that also requires training too. I think it sounds mean, but we consider ourselves the float pool for women's. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we really do. So,
Mom baby is where everybody comes because you'll get a call from labor and
know
delivery
we'll
and from
get 'em.
NICU.
Yeah.
Both ends.
I mean, even
Yeah,
if
but-
I don't do labor and delivery or antepartum, I can at least, like, if they really need someone, I can go help recover moms or, watch
Answer
a baby.
phone.
Yeah, answer
Yeah.
phones. Like
Take
something.
babies' bottles.
Yeah, something like that. Do eyes and thighs.
Yeah.
Things like that. But yes, because they can't just say, hey, how super short staffed. Can you send someone? Yeah, let me send a cath lab nurse. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, what
Again.
do I do with this vagina?
A nurse
I don't know.
is not just a nurse, especially in those areas.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a specialty. It's not just holding babies
No.
all day.
Because most ER nurses are scared of vaginas.
A lot of them are. They're
They
scared
are.
of babies.
They
too.
are. They're
like,
scared of vaginas. I don't. And it's bleeding? No way. Get that away
absolutely
from
not.
me.
Get that out.
No.
So are a lot of EMS. We'll say that. Every time my husband does a course on the OB stuff, they'll be like, what do we do? And he's like, why do you act like you've never seen one before? It's just a mannequin. Like, he's
I know.
like, why are you afraid of it?
I know.
It cracks me up. They're always like hovering in the corner, and he's like, come on, we're learning how to catch a baby out of this fake
Yes.
mama. So
Yes.
cracks me up.
They are scared. My son's a EMT
gonna say-
paramedic firefighter, so he got to deliver a baby in a toilet about, third or fourth shift. And
Did he
on
really?
duty, and yeah.
What do you think about that?
He thought it was pretty cool.
Good for him.
He said she didn't scream or nothing, Mom. She just sat there and had a baby, and we delivered it, and it was okay.
Good for him.
And I said, and? He said, well, it was a little nasty,
Good is.
but I can do it. I said, yeah, you can do it. I've talked about it for years, son. You know what to do.
Yeah. I'm glad he actually thought it was cool because most of them are just like, no, close the legs. We're just going to put her upside down, close the legs. It's not going to come out. If we just hold it in, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not how that works, but
part
okay.
of having a mom as a nurse. You get to hear all that
Yeah.
nasty stuff.
Well, good for him.
So, yeah. He wants to be in all of it. If it's nasty, he's the
Yeah.
first one in.
When Mark was learning,
That's
good.
good.
Yes.
He's where he needs to
Yes.
He
be.
is where he needs to be.
The midwives in one of the bigger downtown hospitals were like, he had to go through those rotations during his paramedic school, and they made him deliver, and he actually liked it. He did pretty good with it. But of course, she had a nice, delicious gush of amniotic fluid all in his shoes, and he was speeding on the way home. And so it's like a 30, 45-minute drive from downtown to where we lived. And he was speeding on the way home, and he got pulled over, and this cop was like, telling it, like, giving him the third degree, like, why are you speeding? And then Mark just goes, well, here's the deal. I was delivering a baby. It got in my shoes. The cop was just like, just go home, shower, go home. I don't need to know anymore. Just go. So,
Oh, yes. Many shifts you have to go change scrubs because you have baby poop or pee or throw up on you or bleeding. The good old lochia.
I would rather have that than anything for med-surg, though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
absolutely.
lie.
Yeah, me too.
Colostomy, feeding tube, done that.
Yeah. Yeah, because most of our moms are tested, so we know they're all pretty clean, so it doesn't bother me.
Even if they're not,
Yeah.
I don't think it bothers me that much.
Nah, it doesn't.
I had to
We're
watch maggots.
desensitized.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been nurses
Nuh-uh.
way too long.
No.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? So we're certified,
I think
and then what? Then you get to come work with us.
when we come learn our floor.
And
Right.
every year, we do drills.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we simulate like emergency type situations. using mannequins, just so we
Yes.
stay fresh on top of our skills. Of course, we have to keep up our NRP certifications, and our BLS certifications. But we actually simulate hemorrhages,
High blood pressure.
a code.
Yep.
Seizures.
Yep.
Yeah, if mom has a seizure, high blood pressures, and various other things. We usually pick a few other topics for the year that we'll just do like a refresher education on. So we do that by every October.
Yes.
It's coming up again.
It is.
And now that NICU's busier, we started doing our own cultures. 'Cause
Yes.
we draw baby blood cultures. We started doing our own baby blood cultures, which NICU used to do for us. But now, we've had to learn to do that on our own. So,
And the chromosome.
Oh, yeah,
draws now,
the
venipunctures. Yeah.
a lot of those,
lately?
we try not to do, like, if we're going to get blood from a baby on our unit, ideally we try to do from a heel stick. Like, we're getting a blood sugar, like we talked about on other episodes. But if we can't and we have to do venipuncture, we used to just call NICU to be like, hey, can you come get this for this baby? They would. Now they're busy.
They're very busy.
And so we try not to bother them unless, like, none of us can get it. But yes, now we've learned to stick babies. Obviously, we don't leave an IV sitting in them. Like, it's just a quick blood draw and then
out.
we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
we do that.
And then every 2 years, to maintain your nursing license with the state, you have to do continuing education hours.
Mine's due this year.
20 hours. Yes.
20 hours of either classroom or, online classes,
Yep.
reading articles, testing, that kind of thing. So,
Thank goodness our competencies count as CEs for us when we do our drills. So that is a good 4 hours right there.
yeah. And so just once you have your license and your certifications, that's not the end of it. We keep learning so we can keep everybody safe.
Yes.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, the other parts of the hospital, there are sick patients. But, I mean, it's not like they can come over and do our job, because if an ICU nurse came over and suddenly she's taking moms and this patient says, oh, I felt a large gush and is having a hemorrhage, she's not, most of the time, they're not going to know what to do with that. So we have to be like, the rest of us are usually like, oh, what room? All hands on deck. Let's go.
Yes.
So we all pretty much step in and help to try to do something, because that's part of our drills. Like, we kind of do a step by step and what we're supposed to do. But sometimes it's not necessarily a hemorrhage. Sometimes they're bleeding internally.
Yes.
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 I've had that before.
Yeah. That one lady, I got up and she just bloop, passed right out.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I don't know where this is coming from. But so, did the whole rigmarole. It turned out it was internal, and she was bleeding
had to go
internally.
back to the
Had to
OR.
go
Yeah,
back.
she had to go back to the
Yeah.
OR. So it's a lot of it's very insidious. Like, you don't know what's going on until you're really in there. But
Yes. And allergic reaction.
oh yeah, my
had
girl,
that, yes.
my girl,
Whew.
that was a day.
That was a day. It doesn't happen very often on our floor that we have a allergic reaction. but
No.
She had a bad.
She had a bad one. That was like a dang near anaphylactic reaction.
was.
But we'll talk about that in our next one.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely.
But yes, it's just wild. It is wild because it's a whole different element. And I really say this too, just because we do have a lot of float nurses that will come help us, especially if we're sending our nurses to like NICU or antepartum or labor and delivery to do whatever. We have a lot of med-surg nurses or float pool nurses will come help us. And one of them the other day, we were assigning her moms, and she kept saying, well, I'll take a baby. I'll take a baby.
She did.
No, baby girl. I'm not doing that.
You just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, it's like an ignorance is bliss. Like, yeah, I'll put him on the breast, and no, sister,
It's not that easy.
it's not that easy. But that's what people think, and so that's kind of
Appreciate the willingness, but
but no, no.
let's not. Again,
Poor
keeping
girl.
everybody safe.
Keep
Yes.
everybody safe.
Yeah, I think, baby. No, you will not. But okay.
But you can watch us.
Right. Because
As we care for
breastfeeding,
the baby.
because breastfeeding is not just that easy.
Yeah. That's something too. Breastfeeding. They made me shadow an LC for 12 hours.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to go through all kinds of breastfeeding training courses.
Because
8 hours worth.
Yes.
Actually, when I started back into mom baby, because I'd done postpartum only care way back in the day for like 8 years at a different facility, but then I did school nursing.
Yeah.
When I came back into the hospital and I had to redo all the things and to actually do the couplet care, I had to take 40-hour courses, like computer courses, on breastfeeding
Yeah.
alone.
Breastfeeding,
And
yeah.
do the 12 hours of shadowing.
Yeah,
And
I do
that's-
remember that 8-hour thing they made us do. But yeah, they made me shadow one of our LCs for a good 12 hours. Mm-hmm. So
Yes.
Yep.
at least, and like that's still not enough.
We still
No.
That is
struggle
not
sometimes.
enough training because I mean it's hard. It's hard. Some are like great nipples. They latch on immediately. Everything's wonderful. And then some of them are like, nope, I'm just going to sit here and not eat and I can't latch and I don't know what to do. So it's a lot of patience and teaching and like critical thinking skills. How can we go around this? What are we concerned about? Are we concerned about baby getting food? Are we concerned about just mom stimulation? Is that baby on there too long and it's burning too many calories being at the breast? There's lots of factors to consider. So that too.
Lots of critical thinking there because
Yeah.
you don't want to make the baby burn up all the calories. And then you have to think, okay, you're not latching on. What do I need to do next? What's my next step?
Yep.
You don't like this position. Let's go to a different position.
Let's keep trying.
Let's keep trying.
Massage. Let's just express.
Hand
Let's
express,
yes. And
yeah.
it takes forever,
Syringe
y'all.
feed.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
we do. Yeah, we do have lactation nurses. Like night shift has one part time, but they for one nurse to all the boobs on the unit. It's not enough. So
not,
that's
no.
why we have to learn because we often have to step in and go help these moms. So it's not going to be like, okay, baby, I'll be there in your third in line. So I'll be there in like 3 hours. But yes, it takes forever sometimes being in a room.
And it's
With these
hard.
moms.
Yeah, because you're in there almost an hour sometimes.
Yes.
And then when a baby's ready to eat, they're ready to eat.
Yeah.
You can't say,
They-
you have to wait for the
Oh, just
lactation
wait
to
a few
come.
minutes. Have an appetizer. Just wait a few minutes. Your meal's on its way. No, that doesn't work.
Help is on the way, dear.
So yeah, I will say on med surge from rolling and picking up people, I never hurt my back. Breastfeeding hurts my back.
Yes,
Like
you can,
I want to say that.
you can raise that bed up to you, but
It don't
you're bent
matter.
over.
You're still
It's
bent
still-
over. Yep.
It's just where the bend is in your
Yeah.
back.
You're like, oh, this feels so good. Sorry, I'm breathing in your face, and please try not to breathe in mine. But this is great. I love it here.
Yeah. All up in your business,
Yes.
touching your breast,
It's just me holding your boob. You and me are best friends right now. So
Uh-huh.
how you doing?
face to face, like literally nose
You
touching
are.
nose.
It is.
Hey.
Yep. It can be a lot, but
Yeah.
it's still my favorite nursing. Like,
Oh yes.
This sounds weird. Y'all want to know like one of my favorite things to do when I finally get a baby latch that hasn't really been latching well, and the mom's little faces when they actually see like they actually are experiencing that good latch for the first
Yeah,
time,
and it
they're
feels so different.
and they're so happy that this is happening. I like to steal their phones and then take little pictures of the first time that they got a latch because they may look like a hot mess, but they're gonna look at that later and be like, yeah, like, and I tell them that too. I'm like, I took some hot mess photos, but you're gonna look on them later and be like, okay, I appreciate that. So I like doing that.
Yeah,
We're telling Dad
that's
like,
fun.
okay, get this picture. This is a good
Uh-huh.
one.
Yes.
Skin to skin, baby on breast. Like this is for y'all. This is not for Facebook, but
Yeah.
it's here.
Exactly.
Don't be posting this anywhere else.
No, this is y'all's moment. Don't be like that grandma.
Don't be like that grandma. Record. Is this the record button?
Are we recording?
All right.
So, yeah.
What was your experience prior to Mom baby, you did lots of other things. You did dialysis.
I did acute and chronic dialysis, yes.
How did you get into women's?
So I was doing acute dialysis, and I just applied at a hospital, and they hired me. And so they trained me and sent me to some courses. I did training on, actually I had to do all three. I did it was postpartum, labor and delivery, and nursery, because it was a little hospital. So I had to learn how to read strips and labor a patient and take care of the baby. And so I did that for a while, and then kind of got tired of that and went back to dialysis and did chronic dialysis for 3 years. And then I had too many kids, so I had to be able to be home more and not be on call all the time.
You're getting glared at right now.
And not be on call all the time. So then I had to go back to nursing at bedside. So then I went back to mom baby. Well, I guess it was postpartum at the time.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. When I originally applied for labor and delivery, and they didn't hire me, which was a blessing in disguise, because I think I would have lost it by then. But our manager hired me on mom baby, and they were like, after a year or so of that, you can apply for labor. And then after a year, I'm like, I ain't applying up there.
No.
No.
I'm staying down here with my girls.
I like these people down here. I ain't changing.
Right.
And I think it mostly when I got hired, I'd always wanted to do women's services, but not 100% sure which part. And so when I applied and got hired on, I thought, okay, I'm going to be more mom-driven, because I did adults.
Right.
But man, these little puzzle nuggets, I love them.
I do too.
I just have, like, I don't know. Because there are some nurses who are more mom-oriented and some who are more baby-oriented. And I thought I'd be more mom-oriented. Now, I don't think I am as much anymore, but
Like I said,
I
I did
like
the postpartum and only, for 8 years.
yeah.
But and I love couplet care. But if we separated and I had to choose one again, I'd choose the babies.
I'd choose babies.
Moms.
Yeah. I'd choose babies.
I mean, I do love to wash a good bloody head.
Oh, I love that.
And all that hair.
Best.
Getting those blood clots out.
I love
are
those
the greatest.
fat cords.
Those fat cords are the best. I know they got all kinds of good nutrition when they was in that mama's belly.
And cutting them.
I love it. I
Cutting them,
know.
yes.
My favorite part. They're like, you want to cut this cord? It's
Yes, I
gross.
do.
I'm like, yes, I do.
I want to cut it.
I hope it splatters just a little bit,
I hope
too.
it bleeds. I love it. But I do love, I know you do love babies. You love bathing babies and loving
I do.
on them,
I like,
snuggling
yeah,
them.
I do. That's my baby therapy. Sometimes, like, if I'm doing baby stuff, like I gotta do their lab work or something, I get my 5 seconds of cuddling.
Yes.
You're so cute. Before I take them back to mom.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I was cuddling your baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Like with that.
and
I fell in love with one of your babies
I know, I was
last
going to
week.
say, like that other baby, I was like, I just needed you to talk to her for a minute. This baby had nothing to do with me. Like, didn't want anything to do with me. Kept looking for the boob. And I'd hand her to Alicia, and she would just go.
She would just stare.
She would just stare at her little face, like,
I talked
it was
to her.
so cute.
Oh, she was so cute.
Yeah, she was. So
Me and her
I was
bonded.
like, I know, I had to go. I was like, I brought her back a little bit late just because, we were cuddling. So I had to tell her how adorable she was.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sometimes we just come in and steal your
cute.
babies to love on them.
Yeah.
yes, I need
Yeah.
that baby therapy sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's, on night shift, most of the time we have a nursery nurse, at least for a little while. And so I don't do so many baths or anything anymore. But sometimes I will just take my baby in there and just do it. And the nursery nurse will be like, I'm sorry, I can do that for you. I'm like, no, I'm doing this.
That's what I usually like to do. And the rare circumstance
I
that we
want
do,
to do this.
yeah, the rare circumstance that we do have a nursery nurse, like I like doing my own stuff. I really do.
I do too.
So
24 hours is my favorite thing.
I like to do that
I
too.
do my 24 hours.
I do too. And I feel like I like when people help me, but also when people help me, I'm like, I have a system. Don't rush me.
I know I'm the same way. I like
know,
your
I
help,
know.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I'm just going
rushed.
to chart for you. Shout out things.
Yes, just chart
Shout out
for me.
things and scan stuff. That's all I got.
Right.
Yes, let me do
That's
the
a
rest.
big
Yep,
help.
it
Yeah.
is.
It is.
It is.
Because then you can focus just on the baby stuff and not like technology.
Yeah.
But anyway, All right. Anything else, y'all, on experience or?
I think that's it.
That's it.
But it's totally worth it. I love it.
I know.
I'd do it all over again.
I have no regrets.
No.
If there's
No.
any nurses out there listening that think about doing mom baby, you should do it.
The
100%.
the juice is worth the squeeze. Some days are nice, and some things get bad, y'all. But
It's that way in every nursing
it's that way in
profession.
every
It
field.
is.
So,
Because you're going to get 2 patients at one time when you're a mom baby nurse.
oh yeah, that's right. Because we do.
We do couplets, so you
Yeah.
get mom and baby at the same time. And you might be discharging 2 more couplets. So
Yep.
it can get kind of crazy for a
It
little
does.
bit. But like they said, it's all worth it.
It's okay.
To see that
That's
mom
where-
smile.
Yes, it is. When they're like,
For sure.
yeah, it's a baby now. What do I do? All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to us rattle. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. The Rattled Nurses Podcast is not intended to provide medical advice. It is not endorsed by our employer, and we are not speaking on behalf of our employer. Our commentary and stories are our own.
Also, on a serious note, we want you to know that if you are feeling blue or depressed, it is okay. You're not alone, and there is always someone to reach out to. You can call the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline at 1-833-TLC-MAMA or text the crisis line, text HOME, HOME, to 741-741. Remember, you're doing a great job. Now go warm up your coffee.